Welcome back to this channel. Kung tatanungin niyo ako nung bata pa ako, nung maliit pa tayo, anong gusto kong maging paglaki mo, sasagot ni Rom that time is gusto niyang maging doktor eh. Yung nga lang, hindi afford ng pamilya namin, ng magulang ko. Laki tayo sa hirap, no? So galing tayo sa isang maliit na isla sa Pilipinas, Tablas Island, sa Romblon. Shout out sa mga kababayan ko dyan sa inyo sa Loob. So I ended up as an accountant. Pero ngayon, kung tatanungin niyo ako, kung may chance ka bang mag-shift ng career or profession, Rom, anong gagawin mo? Anong profession ang gusto mong substitute, no? So, maring isasagot ko ay the same pa rin, no? Maring doctor or any course related sa health. Bakit ka mo, no? Kung napanood nyo yung video ko last week, yung mga nasa health profession, nurses, doctors, no? They are the most on-demand profession dito man sa Australia or a lot of first world countries, no? At hindi lang yan, no? Malaki ang kita nila. They are considered as a high income earners. Thousands of tax returns ang pinaprocess ng accounting firm namin sa mga nurses and doctors because we specialize in healthcare professionals, no? Pero marami tayong nakakausap na kliyente, doctor man, nurses, na parang they feel like hindi naman, no? Sabi nila, bakit hindi naman kami mayaman? Marami nga sa amin ay parang we considered ourselves as broke. Yun ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Ang title ng video na ito is why so many high-income earners are broke. So kung bago ka sa channel na ito, ako si Rom, a licensed financial advisor, accountant, and tax agent dito sa Australia. So may 5 akong dahilan na nakikita dyan na bakit yung mga tataas na income, no? Na dapat, di ba, sila yung tutusin mayaman, ano, dahil ang taas nga ng sahod o kita nila. Bakit karamihan sa kanila ay parang broke o mahirap pa rin? So 5 rason. Una dyan, ang tinatawag nating lifestyle inflation. Ito mga nurses and doctors, no, ang hirap maging, diba? Bago nila na narating ang kanilang narating, no? Oo, bago nila kinita ang kanilang kinikita ngayon. Ang hirap ng pinagdaanan niya, no? Kahit example natin yung nurse, no, na galing sa Pilipinas, 4 or 5 years course yan, and then they will take one of the hardest exam din, no? Nurse examination. And then training. And then pupunta yan dito sa Australia o sa ibang bansa, no? And alam niyo ba na hindi pa sila qualified as a nurse dito sa Australia? So mag-aaral na naman, another training na naman, and then saka sila makapagtrabaho, ano? And then, of course, once na nakuha naman nila yung kanilang qualification ng trabaho, malaki ang kita nila. Ang problema is ito na tinatawag natin na word na deserve ko to, di ba? Sa hirap na pinagdaanan ko, deserve ko ang mga bagay na ito. Ito ang nagiging dahilan kung bakit they feel like broke, no? Kasi yung lifestyle inflation na tinatawag natin, dahil nga from yung experience nila na nahirap, ano, and then straight away they will reward themselves with a nice car, with a big house. They will live in a bit expensive na suburb, no? So napapansin natin yun na itong tinatawag nating lifestyle inflation, yung silent drain ng kanilang finance, no? Bakit kamo, no? Because of that, yung mga binili nila na para sa sarili nila, na binanggit nila na deserve nila ito, they will reduce their savings, no? And minsan utang yun, no? They will increase their debts then. And then karamihan sa kanila, dahil they reward nila ang kanilang sarili for the next few years of those hard works na ginawa nila, ano, they will delay their financial goals and objectives, no? Number 2, as an accountant, no, high income doesn't mean wealth, no? It's not the money that you earn, hindi sa sahod mo kundi sa the money that you save, no? So yung mga matataas ang kita, matataas ang income, sometimes they have an expensive lifestyle, at yun ay finifinance ng kanilang sahod. Dahil nga, for example, kung ang kita mo is 200,000 and if you spend 200,000, you are broke as well, no? Kasi yung wealth natin ay through asset na nag-generate ng income sa inyo, no? Pangatlong rason, no? There's a research ito sa US na yung marketers mastering yung method of targeting the rich people, no? So yung mga high income earners na natin, na mga doctors, mga nurses, or mga nasa health professions, every time that they will open their social media, emails, ano man, they will receive notifications, no, or promotions na bilhin mo to, mayaman ka, dapat may gamit ka ng ganito, no? And Ang problema nito, ito tinatawag natin na ano, na keeping up with the Jones, no. Some of their colleagues will buy, and then dahil meron sila at mayaman yung colleague nila, high income yung colleagues nila, dapat meron din sila. Ano, para magka-level sila, no, dahil pare-pareho silang high income earners. The problem with that is yung keeping up with the Jones now. Unlike before na you compare yourself with your friends, your neighbors, no. Ngayon is you compare with yourself with other people in social media na maaaring hindi mo kilala yung taong yun. Maaaring, di ba, big fan ka lang niya. Maaaring artista siya. And then you compare yourself, and then gusto mo rin kunin or bilhin kung ano ang meron sila, ano. Pangapat na rason, some high income earners invest in debts, no. So majority ng kliyente namin nakilala namin na high income earners, sometimes as mentioned in our yung sa first reason, no, na they will increase their lifestyle, they will finance it with debts, no. So bibili ng mamahaling kotse, Tesla, electric cars, kung ano man yung mamahaling kotse, no. Hindi nila ibibili ng cash yun, uutangin nila, and those debts are with high interest din, no. They will buy a big house in an expensive suburb. Utangin nila yun Kaya kung napapansin niyo, kahit na high income earners ka, kung ang repayment mo sa kotse at sa mortgage ay 60 to 70% ng total income mo, you feel like broke din, no? At of course, hindi ka makakapag-ipon dahil on top of that mortgage and the car repayment, kung 70% siya, meron pa kapang tax na babayaran. Meron ka pang living expenses na the food, kids education, then yung car expenses din, and then maintenance of your house, no? Kaya parang feeling mo, parang mahirap ka rin, ano. Number 5 is ito rin ang as an accountant, ito rin yung culprit bakit rich people or those high income earners feels like broke, no, or broke sila, no, because of tax, no. Dito sa Australia, ang taas ng tax natin, no, 45% plus 2% Medicare levy kung high income earners ka, over 190,000 ang income mo, ano. So imagine kung high income earners ka, tatanggap ka ng 1,470 pala, is pupunta na sa ATO. And those high income earners ay halos walang time, ano. Nurses, night shift sila dyan, or double shift pa because they want to earn more. Nagtatrabaho ng weekends, wala silang time to meet with professionals and experts to guide and help them, no. So tax season ngayon, I encourage those high income earners na gumawa ng kahit na konting strategy, ano, especially sa tax ninyo, because there's lots of ways to minimize taxes legally. So kung may natutunan ka sa video na ito at baka may kakilala kang high income earners or ikaw mismo, no, bakit hindi mo i-like, i-share, and mag-comment kung may questions ka. Kita-kits ulit tayo next week.